What is up, people? Welcome back to part of the Misfits. If you watch my part one, we talked about the Glenn Danzig era and how, Glenn Danzig era was born. We talk about ACAD, and hey, as soon as you're done watching this video, hey, watch it, do it, make your own video. You just watch the video. Yeah, we're talking about the Michael Graves there. Only people who make Misfits video, like we talk about like the punk rock NBA. Yeah, let's talk about that guy. Yeah, that guy who he's called the punk rock NBA. Yeah, when he made his Misfits video, and yes, I did I did like that one. That video. That video was pretty actually good. That video actually is really good. It is a good video. I've been watching it after this one. I'm just supporting a faker. But while we're at it, while we're here talking about this video, we are now go back on really good on topic here. We're talking about the Michale Graves era of the Misfits, 1995 to 2001. Let's start. In 1983, the Misfits died. But in 1995, they came back with the game. Went out. Glenn Danzig did not want to return with the Misfits. So, without the original lineup, with a brand new singer and a brand new sound, today we are talking about Michale Graves' era of the Misfits. The controversy, the Michale Arena ratty version of the horror punk split the fans down the middle. Was it a sellout era or was it the unrated rival? Let's dig a grave. Point me to the sky above. I cannot get there on my own. Walk me to the grave. Dig up her bones. And after the original Misfits broke up in 1983, their popularity quietly grew through the late 80s and early 90s. Bands like Metallica, Guns N' Roses helped the Misfits reach a much wider audience. Behind the scenes, a legal battle was happening. In the mid-90s, Jerry Only and Glenn Danzig claimed the rights to the Misfits name in the logo, and they said Jerry Only would gain the right to tour and record on the Misfits name. So, in 1995, the young Michale Graves, the young 19-year-old Michale Graves joined the Misfits. Michale Graves wasn't trying to intimidate Danzig. Instead, a darker Elvis-style Grave brought, if you listen to, and they had higher resolution, cleaner vocalists, more than a pop punk edge. The lineup included Jerry O'Neill on bass, Dan Wolfgang von Frankenstein on guitars, Dr. Chud on drums, and Michale Graves on vocals. They look like a horror theme because the devil locks they'll say and the school logo say, but what about the music? They changed really big. But if you look at American Psycho, yeah, they look the same. But then look at Famous Monsters, which in my opinion, I love Famous Monsters. Has one of my famous songs, one of my favorite songs of all time. Scream. That the other song, Scream with me, and this Neverland. No, but Famous Monsters, they look like zombies. They legit. Michale Graves is holding a heart. What? Wait, what? Is he holding a heart? I think I always think he's holding a heart. I swear, when I was growing up, when I was younger. Okay, hold on. We're back to the topic. Because I got really off the topic right now. Talking about Famous Monsters. No, Billy and Famous Monsters, they actually look like a horror band. But what about the music? In the night, we enter, 1997 with the greatest Misfits album. I do not care what you say. All you OG Misfits saying, "Oh, it's Static Ager's Earth Idea." Even people say maybe it's Monster. No, it was American Psycho, because they released some of the greatest songs of all time. They released probably the greatest horror punk song of all time, Dig Her Bones. But this was the first album in 15 years. And then it was a huge shock to me. The product was cleaner, songs were longer, the chorus was huge and catchy. Songs like Dig Her Bones, I just said that, Mega Cycle, The Haunting, and Saturday Night sounded almost like a horror themed pop punk, and that's wrong. I read a script, like I have my I nah. No, but that wasn't pop punk. Now, a lot of people do say it was pop punk. I say it's not pop punk. I say it's punk. It sounds way less as a pop punk. So old school fans hated it. New generation love it. Digger Bone became the most recognizable song, even rivaling the dance as a classic in popularity. Digger Bones, like, hey, what's your Spotify real quick? Yeah, I have Spotify on where I'm filming. Uh, Checking right here. Oh my. Digger Bones on YouTube. Okay, I'm checking right here. I'm on YouTube right now. The music video for Digger Bones have over 7 million views. Then we look at like the Glenn Danzig era. Let's see. That proves, hey, that's showing a lot of fan haters of the OG Misfits. Hey, that's pretty good. It's a really good song. Even a Glenn Danzig like performed it live. Yeah, the Glenn. Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can find that. I'm sorry if I keep talking too much about the speech stuff. Yeah, but it's hard to find this type of stuff because I actually. Okay, getting back on topic here. Back in the Misfits. Oh my god. Famous Monsters. In 1999, they doubled down with Famous Monsters. The album learned harder melodies, horror movie tributes, and satellites include Scream, Helen, Desperate Angel, Saturday Night Live staple. The product was slicker, the chorus was answered, the horror was playful, more sinister. The band even appeared in films like The Bruiser by Grama. The Misfits were a cool punk band. They were recognized. Fun fact: the Misfits. If you're a wrestling fan, I'm a wrestling fan, of course. The Misfits were back in WCW. I don't know which original. But the Misfits were back in WCW, and I pray my computer doesn't die on me. Yeah, Glenn. Yeah, that was Glenn. Yeah, that was the Glenn Danzig era. Uh, but yeah, getting back on topic here, the Misfits were WCW. They teamed with Vampirito. That's just a fun fact I know, cause I watch wrestling, and hey, one day maybe I'll make a second channel as soon as I run out of videos on this channel. When I add, we can make, of course, a video, a wrestling channel. That would be cool. I do want to do that at one point. I am that's like music wise. I'm a punk guy. Sports wise, I love wrestling. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. The Misfits were a cool band. Graves era often described more polished, more subtle, less raw, less dangerous. When they felt underground, when they think era felt underground and confusing, the Graves era was theoretical, almost like a comic book. Some fans argue that's not the real Misfits. the original line will always be the original Misfits. And people like me say, no, they're both the real Misfits. One's the red and one's the black era. I personally call them the red and black era, because, well, that's just cooler. And others say the band's kept alive in the new generation in the late 90s. Bands rise to pop punk and alternative rock. In the mid 90s, in the late 90s, they even did Warped Tour by the influence of the Misfits. And then into that, but like the original era, the line never lasts. If any band really lasts, the ones that they retire. Talking to you, Fat Mike. By 2010, tensions were high, creative disagreements, business conflict, personal clash. Michale Graves and Dr. Chuck both left the group. The split was messy. The Misfits once again uncertainty territory. Well, now we're gonna get on to more Michale Graves stuff. Controversy surrounding Michale Graves. Later years, Michale Graves is controversial due to political and public statements. There are fans that some said his art and convinced him, and regardless, it impact the era without acknowledging. Controversy has become legacy. The legacy of the Graves era, my opinion. So, the era accomplished its reclaim the Misfits of the 90s generation. The band reclaimed they commercially reached that created some most streamed songs, turned Christian Ghost into a mainstream merge. And without this era, the Misfits would reclaim an 80s cult footnote. And only, quick, okay, this is the Misfits, this is you only got one part. Y'all would have got less of me, less of me making videos. And of course, we all like my channel. But it made it so the Misfits were popular. And without this era, we wouldn't get songs that were staple of 90s playlists. Even my playlist. If you check my Spotify playlist, I won't show you all to tell you all. So, was the raw punk core or a melody anthem? Both eras had different beats. Both eras shaped the Misfits' legacy. Without them, they were both good. So, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe, and subscribe. And don't forget to scream.